is indeed a great initiative of INTACH to inculcate awareness and interest in the minds of the young. And we know from experience that lasting and sustainable difference can only be made when the youth mindset is desirous of making the change. Programs such as these will encourage us to appreciate and work towards conserving and protecting the rich diversity of our nation. Let me now call upon our convener, Mrs. Manjula Chunchulwala, to inaugurate the program by offering the flower.
I would like Anuja ma'am, the coordinator of this program, Jyoti ma'am, the coordinator of the heritage quiz, and Ibrahim to come to is also the quiz master. So please come, we will water the plant together. Anuja ma'am, Jyoti ma'am, and Ibrahim sir.
Would you like to say a few words?
So, good morning all of you, and the participants, the INTACH members present here, the staff of the schools, and all other guests. I'm so happy that all of you are here. We have a good number. We probably did not expect that many, so we have the people standing here. I think soon the chairs are being arranged for them. Now I would like to start with the INTACH vision. The INTACH vision is to spearhead heritage awareness and conservation in India. And this work is being done in Ayodhya by INTACH Ayodhya. So we have been instructed. Recently Anuja ma'am had attended the convention for the conveners because I was out of station, and so from that we reviewed what we are required to do as a chapter of Ayodhya. The local chapter is required to create and stimulate awareness for the preservation of culture and national heritage. And for this, the Ayodhya chapter, since its inception in 2020 December, has successfully organized 8 heritage walks. The walks were so inspiring, and many of the residents who had participated in those walks had and were citizens of this city from many generations were not even aware of many of the things that we saw in the walk, and also its history and importance. So this is what INTACH does. It makes you understand the city and make you proud of the city and its culture and heritage. We hold our meetings in heritage sites, and then we try to contribute by making some improvement in that site. We cover all programs in print and social media, and we are working reaching out to our young generation through heritage clubs and institutional membership. And I'm happy to tell you that we have 5 institutional members, and I think except for the institutional member which is based in college team, all are here participating in this quiz. Today's program is also such a program where we are reaching out to the youth. And this is the city round. After this there will be a state round, the winner of which will go to the state round, and the winner of the state round will go to the national round. So this is quite a prestigious this is a very prestigious event because it is the biggest heritage quiz held in India, even more bigger than CPSC. We are required to work towards preservation and conservation of natural resources and cultural property. In this direction, Ayodhya chapter has planted ethnic trees, brought in consciousness towards keeping our river valleys clean. Many a time we have done actual cleaning. We did for quite some time. We cleaned up the garden of Gulabari. We were hoping that we would get permission to develop a small garden there where people could come and enjoy and take in oxygen. But unfortunately, because that was under ASI, we did not get permission. For the documentation of cultural and natural heritage, we are listing all the heritage buildings. And I would like to inform you that the listing is being done with students, by students. And we are hoping that experimentally we have done it with JB Academy, and soon we want the other institutional members to also join in the heritage of all the heritage buildings in Ayodhya. This is being done with students. We have collected traditional recipes and made a blog where more recipes can be added. We are reviving our traditional moose craft, giving it a more viable design input and popularizing its use. Many of us may know that our parents and our grandparents were having moons or sarpat, what we call, ma'am here will tell us, there were so many things made out of it which was part of our household, but when we actually went to villages to find out about the moons, things we made with the craft, we could not find. It is almost getting lost. It is really endangered, and hence we are trying to revive it. Also, Ayodhya is known for its Ridham Gharana. We are giving patronage to the present exponent, Pandit Vijay Ramdas ji, who was the disciple of Pagal Das ji. Pagal Das ji is famous in the classical circle. We have held performances and workshops by him and his students. Apart from the above, we are organizing Saryu Aarti on Aaj near Gupta Hari Mandir once a month on Shukla Ekadashi. It will be held on 7th October next. All of you are invited to witness it. We have also taken up contribution of Gupta Hari Chapter on Guptar Ghat with the help of INTACH Delhi. Another initiative is cleaning and manufacture of agarbatti from flowers offered in the temples. Some of their products will be there in the promotional stall behind. And also about all our other activities, you will get the details in the promotional stall, and hence I request all of you present here to visit the stall. All of you So all sitting here, students as well as other citizens of Ayodhya, if you have your heart for your city, then INTACH is the place for you. And you can become a member. About that also you come to know in the promotional call. And I won't keep you from the program. To begin, thank you so much.
Thank you, Madhura ma'am. And now let me bring you all up to speed with the program today. At 10 a.m., we had a written quiz in which 13 schools participated. In all, we had 61 teams. The children did really well. They were given 30 minutes to answer 20 questions. The best teams have been selected. There's a tie. Thank you. Yeah. And I think all of you did really well. So a good round of applause for all these participants. Okay. Before we announce the winners, let me read out the answers to the written quiz. Can we have it on the board? So the first question was, where is Champale Pavagadh Archaeological Park situated? The answer was, many of you got it right, Gujarat. This is a UNESCO Heritage World Site located in the Panchmahal district of Gujarat. This heritage site is studded with forts, historical monuments, remains of palaces, entrance gates, mosques and tombs, all dating from 8th century to the 14th century. Next question was, who was the architect of the Rashtrapati Bhavan? Again, many of you got it right. Options were Edward Lutyens, Herbert Baker, both A and B, only A. The answer for this was both A and B. The construction of what was then known as Viceroy House, which is now called Rashtrapati Bhavan, was done by Edward Lutyens and Herbert Baker together. They had a falling out later, but they worked together for this, and what we have, the twin secretariat buildings, the north and south block. The next question is, in which of the following festivals are boat races a special feature? Rongali Bihu, Onam, Pongal, Jallikattu. The correct answer is Onam. Onam is a very popular festival in Kerala, and it is done around August, September during the harvest festival. Most of the festivals are, celebrating harvests, coming of spring. Those are the ways we celebrate all our festivals. And the story behind Onam is that there was a very good king called Mahabali, and the gods and the devas became jealous of him. So one of the gods took the shape of Vaman. You must have heard of Vaman, the dwarf Brahman. So Vaman came and asked Mahabali for land, and he said, I will take 3 steps of land. And the 2 steps, he took his entire kingdom. And the 3rd step, there was nothing left, so Mahabali gave his head, and he put his foot on Mahabali's head, and Mahabali was sent to the Patal Lok. And so, in Kerala, they celebrate Mahabali's coming every year. So there are festivities, there are sports competitions, boat races, there are lots of parades, and most people dress up in the traditional outfit of white saris with the gold border. Now this story, this legend is what INTACH wants to preserve, the intangible part of our culture. These are stories, folklores which go from generation to generation. Next question. Which among the following is a famous dish of Kashmiri cuisine? Biryani, kesar chawal, aloo dum, achari mol. Everybody seems to have got the answer right. Yes, it's aloo dum. Kashmiri cuisine is very sophisticated, and most of the Kashmiris, whether the Hindus or the Muslims, they are all non-vegetarians. There's a saying which goes in Kashmir that find me a Kashmiri vegetarian and I will give you a pot of gold. So Kashmiris are very fond of their non-veg food, but yes, their vegetarian food is also popular, and aloo dum, or as they call it, aloo pulao, is a famous recipe of Kashmir. Next question. What was built by Emperor Shah Jahan when he shifted his capital from Agra to Delhi? Again, everybody seems to have got it right, the Red Fort. And why is it called Red Fort, or it's called the Lal Killa? Because it was built with red sandstone. And of course, like all forts, and this also housed lots of palaces. It had the famous Diwani Khas, the Rang Mahal. But what was very famous about the Red Fort was that they had indoor baths, a very beautiful system of baths out there, and the indoor canals. That was a very good feature of the Red Fort. Next question. Which railway station was built by Frederick William Stevens with the inspiration from Victorian, Italianate, Gothic revival architecture and traditional Mughal buildings? The answer is hidden in the question actually. If you think of the Victorian Italianate, the answer is hidden out there. It was called Victoria Terminus, VT, and now it is known as, the answer is Chhatrapati Shivaji Terminus. But people still refer to it as VT. And it is a marvelous piece of architecture. There are heritage tours which are conducted from Monday to Friday, but best of luck with the crowds. Question 7. Which was the place where there were earliest traces of human life on the Indian subcontinent was discovered? The answer is the rock shelters of Bhimbetka. So this Bhimbetka is a place, it is 45 kilometers from Bhopal, and it dates back to 10,000 years. It has cave paintings of animals, dance forms, of people hunting. And I would like to tell the children that this science of dating things, how we date monuments, how we date rocks, how we date various archaeological finds is a very interesting science, and you must look into it because I'm sure this will fascinate you. Next question. With which festival is Jallikattu associated? Would the audience like to answer this question? Yes. And yes, ma'am has answered Pongal. And any idea what the word Pongal means? White rice? Pongal comes from the word Pongolo. This is again, this festival, like Onam was celebrated in Kerala. This festival is celebrated in Tamil Nadu, and it is celebrated during January, February, and so when they have done the harvesting, after the harvesting, so they have the rice, they boil the rice, and when the rice is boiling and it overboils, it's Pongolo, the rice is overboiling, so therein comes the name Pongal. And this is, like in South India they do Pongal, in North India we have the Makar Sankranti, normally at around about the same time. And Pongal is also dedicated to the sun god. Now along with Pongal, there's one of the options is Jallikattu, which is, I'm sure you all have heard of Jallikattu because it came in the news, it was banned, and then the people said, no, it has to be reinstated. Why should it be reinstated? Because again, though the animal rights people do not think much of it, but even then, it is an intangible part of our culture. That is what we need to conserve and preserve. So Jallikattu comes from the word Salli Kattu. Salli were coins. And the coins were attached to the horns of the bulls, and the bulls were let loose, and the bull tamers would run behind them and try to grab the coin, the Salli. So Salli Kattu says it became Jallikattu, and that is the festival which is very popular in South. Next question. Kathakali. Kathakali is a classical dance form of which state? From the audience? Now I'm not letting you answer. Kerala, yes. Kathakali, and mind you, the question is classical dance form. It is a classical dance form. It is not a folk dance. Kathakali, and Kathakali is a very beautiful dance. I wish we could show you images of the people doing Kathakali. They have beautiful masks and they have a beautiful costume. And the costume, they have these big skirts for costume which sometimes weigh up to 12 kgs. So it's very difficult to move around in those costumes. And the Kathakali masks, they're not wearing masks, their faces are painted. And the faces are painted using rice paste and vegetable colors. And when you next time notice your Kathakali performers, you see that sometimes their faces are green, sometimes their faces are red. So all that symbolizes something. The green will symbolize virtuosity, heroes. The red will be evil. If there are traces of red in the beard, that man is not a good character. Or even if a person is green and has a white nose, that also has its own implication that he is not such a good man. So next time when you watch the Kathakali performance or you see the Kathakali faces, hopefully you can distinguish between the good man and the bad man. Which of the following book is a book of rituals? Rig Ved, Samved, Yajurved, Atharved. This is a little tricky, we don't know all what the Veds contain, but the answer is Yajurved, which had all the rituals which the priests would learn and do, and the people would do the Havan or the Yavan. Next question. Faizabad is situated on the banks of which river? The answer is Ghagra. Ghagra is the biggest tributary of the river Ganga, and Ghagra in Faizabad is known as Sari. Here we do the Saryu Artha. Then comes Dhokla, gatte ki sabzi and Mysore pak. What is the common ingredient in this food item? In these food items from different parts of India. Gram flour is the answer. Chane ka atta is the answer. And I'm sure all of you have tasted Dhokla. And if you haven't tasted the Mysore pak, you must try the Mysore pak. It is delicious. I have finished one box of Mysore pak on my own. Okay, next question. Which World Heritage Site was built by Narasimha I of the Eastern Ganga dynasty? The answer is the Sun Temple. Yes, the Sun Temple is a beautiful a piece of architecture. It is about 100 feet high, and it is in Konark. And it is, it is carved all in stone. And in olden times, when the Eastern European sailors would pass by and they could see the Sun Temple from far, they called it the Black Pagoda. So, and one of your options is the Jagannath Puri Temple. The Jagannath Puri Temple was referred to as the White Pagoda in ancient time by the European sailors. And please note, this homework I'll give you for today, that when you go home, find a 10 rupee coin, 10 rupee note, and look behind it, and you will see the wheel of the Sun Temple made behind the 10 rupee note. So that is how our heritage is reflected in so many ways in our life. Okay, next question. Name the popular folk music of Bengal. The popular music, the answer is Baul. The Baul singers were traveled, they were those wandering minstrels like you have in Europe. They were singers who traveled from one place to another. Their music, now again this is not classical music, this is folk music. Folk music which we have to treasure and preserve. And this influenced our Bengali culture. Even the compositions of Rabindranath Tagore were influenced by it. And what were the instruments these Baul singers would use? They had very simple music instruments. One was the ektara and one was the... Now, which of the following is a folk dance of India? Manipuri, Kathakali, Bharatnatyam. Well, these are all classical dance forms. The right answer is Bihu. Bihu is a folk dance from Assam. And it was performed only in Assam at one time. And now, since the diaspora, people have come from Assam to all parts of India, it is performed. You see it being performed lots of places. Okay, what does the letter E stand for in UNESCO? Educational. Most of you have got that right. Question 17. UNESCO Heritage Site Fatehpur Sikri is in which state? Oh yes, Uttar Pradesh. 40 kilometers from Agra. Fatehpur Sikri is a beautiful place where you have the Buland Darwaza and you have the Mosque of Salim Chishti. Dargah of Salim Chishti. And you all know the story of the Dargah of Salim Chishti. Akbar, who had no children, he went to the Dargah of Salim Chishti barefoot to pray for a child. And so Akbar was later blessed with a child and he went back and therein was this Dargah of Salim Chishti was there. So all our monuments have very interesting stories behind it which you all must try to find out. Okay, who wrote the Indian national song? Okay, yes, the answer is Bankim Chandra Chatterjee. And since all of you know this, and I'm sure you all know that the Jana Gana Mana was written by Rabindranath Tagore, and an equally popular song which was Sare Jahan Se Acha was written by Iqbal. So we have these three famous songs and you should know the writers of the three famous songs. Okay, 19th question, we're coming to the end. In which scientist's name is a crater dedicated to on the moon? Okay, I think a lot of people are buying properties on the moon, craters are being named on the moon, and for this question the answer is J.C. Booth, the host of the options. A very prominent option is Vikram Sarabhai, which comes to everyone's mind. And just a little trivia that you must know, that one crater on the moon is named after Shah Rukh Khan as well. So another interesting thing for you children is that stars also are named, and they don't need to be named by scientists and philosophers. We can also give a present to each other by getting a star named. Like I can present you with a star in your name. So there is a method of it. I would like you all to find out how it is done. Okay, question 20. INTACH is an NGO, charitable organization, Ministry of Government of India, theatre company. The answer is charitable organization and actually rightly should be known as a non-profit organization, NPO. So thank you so much. And now I'll announce the names of the winners. Okay, so we have, you people have done spectacularly well. So we have two teams which are outright winners. So that is, the winning team is JBA, Vaibhav Patel, Vibhav Patel and Shreya Rastogi. The second position goes to Awadh International School, Devansh Tiwari, San Pratap Mishra. Can you guys stand up? So let's give a round of applause to you all. Yeah, I'll tell you the scores also. The scores were, I think, JBA got 19 out of 20. Fabulous, absolutely. Awadh International School, Devansh Tiwari and San Pratap Singh got 17 out of 20. And good round of applause to you. Now, there are lots of people who have done really well, so there's a tie between the third and fourth position. So we will have a tie-breaking round, and then we'll be able to determine who are the third and fourth position contestants. The tie is between IM Academy, Ayush Jaiswal, Himadri Verma. Guys, will you stand up please? Oh, let's give a good round of applause to the young girls. Then Yash Vidya Mandir, Arshit Singh and Harsh Srivastav. Arshit, where are you? Congratulations. And we have Prabhu Charan Yadav and Kritika Maurya from Udaya Public School. Congratulations. And before we have a tie-breaking round between these contestants, there has to be a special mention of all the other children who done so well. So we have Udaya Public School, Vishal Pandey and Aditya Chauhan. Let's give a big round of applause to them as well because they got 16 out of 20. There was Shivan Barman and Anandita Chaturvedi, 17 out of 20. Shivan, where are you? Excellent. And Anandita, congratulations. And JBA students Alek Rawat and Shivansh Pandey with 16 out of 20. Can we see them as well? Well done. Okay, so now I will just hand over to Richard, Dr. Banerjee, who will ask the tie-breaking question. Thank you so much. Can we have the three tie-breaking teams up in front? IM Academy, Yash Vidya Mandir, Udaya Public School.
Hello. So the format is कुछ इस तरह से keep it bilingual so that everyone can get a hang of it. So we have three teams who are tied at a position for 2 seats, team number 3 and 4, and we will do a quick tie-breaking question round answer between all 3 of them. We draw lots and place them on team 1, 3 and 4 so that everyone can see if team 2 can be hidden. And I will ask 6 questions. All 6 will be buzzer round. Buzzer दबाना पड़ेगा to know the answer. +10 for the right answer, -5 for the wrong answer. If you don't know, then you don't score. Whichever 2 teams scores the highest will qualify for the final round. Is that clear to everyone? आपको clear है? बजर राउंड है, 6 क्वेश्चन पूछे जाएंगे, 10 मार्क राइट के लिए और 5 मार्क माइनस। ठीक है, आपको सिर्फ कीजिए।
हर्ष श्रीवास्तव, टीम
Rachel Singh, team B. Yash Vidya Mandir.
Team 3 we have Yash Vidya Mandir. Team 4. Team 4.
Himanshi Verma, Ayushi Jaswal,
Innovative Minds Academy. This is team 1. Scorers is got it right? I'm sure audience में बैठे बच्चों को क्वेश्चंस के वक्त आंसर पता हो। प्लीज प्रॉम्प्ट मत करिएगा वरना क्वेश्चन को कैंसिल करना पड़ेगा। रूल ये है कि बजर दबाते ही आपको आंसर करना है। आई नीड समवन फॉर द बजर। Yes, yes. You can press in between also, but then we need one person to judge for the buzzer. Can happen. Shashikant. बजर में So we have Dr. Shashi Mishra ma'am for the as a buzzer judge. We will not transfer the question will not be transferred. Buzzer दबाते आंसर करना है आपको, टाइम नहीं है। So the first question, which form of Lord Shiva की कौन से फॉर्म का वर्शिप चिदम्बरम टेम्पल तमिलनाडु में किया जाता है? That's the right answer, Nataraj. So 10 points to that. Question 2. You comfortable? Which god? You going to bother? Listen. Which god is worshipped at the Khajuraho temple? You press the button, you have to. That's the right answer. Lordship. 10 words to them. My on the leader. Question 3. Now listen to this question carefully. In 1920, in the year 1920, Mahatma Gandhi returned his Kaisar-e-Hind Award for 2 reasons. 1920 में महात्मा गांधी ने कैसर-ए-हिंद अवार्ड 2 कारणों से लौटाया था। तो पहला कारण था खिलाफत मूवमेंट के सपोर्ट में। दूसरा रीजन क्या था? What was the second reason? That's a very good answer. Question 4. Again, listen to this question very carefully. Golconda Fort is famous for a vault. Golconda Fort में vault है अलमारी, which was the store of a precious article जो अब वहाँ नहीं है. Which is that precious article? Golconda Fort vault precious article जो अब नहीं है, उस article का नाम क्या है? Anyone? Anyone from the audience? Two questions to go. Second last. The phrase Satyamev Jayate is from which Upanishad?
INTACH.
That's the right answer. Mundak. The last question. इनकलाब जिंदाबाद का नारा किस कृष्ण डिवोटी मौलाना ने दिया? कृष्ण डिवोटी मौलाना who gave the war cry इनकलाब जिंदाबाद? Anyone? No. कृष्ण डिवोटी हजरत मोहानी. Right answer is Hazrat Mohani. With that, we come to the end of the time. Can we have the scores?
Team 3 yes again.
How many?
30.
Team 4.
Team 4 10 marks.
Thank you, Team 1. So we have 2 finalists. This is Yashwada Patel and Innovative Mind. Thank you, Team 1. Can we have the 4? Please take it. The other 2 teams, please. One from JB Academy and the other from our international. So we'll be drawing the lots to allot them which team goes to which seat. So JBA goes to team 3. Our international goes to team 2. Team 1. Yash Vidya Mandir goes to team 1. You can all check your buzzers. So, अब से हर क्वेश्चन में
So we have our 4 winning teams on the stage and now over to the quiz master, Dr. Banerjee, who will explain the rules of the quiz as they go along. Excuse me, the children who are leaving, why don't you stay and watch the rest of the program? You know, I would like to say all of you are winners because, you know, in every competition makes you want to do better. And in any sport, there has to be competition. You cannot have a sport without competition. And something very nice is the sporting spirit, so you should cheer the people who are playing as well. Thank you. Children who are staying back, come forward.
We have questions for the audience also, so that everyone can participate. We're looking forward to you answering some questions and giving some prizes.
हेलो हेलो जी जी बोलो जी क्या कह रहे
You can all see the screen? There also. Okay? So we start with the first round. Next set. So this is one direct question to each team. 15 seconds to answer. 10 points for the right answer, no negative marks. And question will transfer to the next team. So we'll start with team 1. Are you ready? State true or false. Heritage is the full range of our inherited culture, traditions, monuments and objects.
True.
10 points. Next question. No, sir. Next question. What is the quarterly published newsletter by INTACH for the youth is called? This for you. 15 seconds. Want to take a try? There is no negative. Wrong answer.
Young INTACH.
That's right. 5 points. Question. What does HECS stand for?
Heritage Education and Communication Service.
Correct. Question 4. That's the INTACH logo up there. In which year was the INTACH logo registered? Wrong. You want to take it right?
1989.
1985.
Wrong. The answer is 1986. So at the end of round 1, what's the score?
Team 1 10 points, Team 2 0 points, Team 3 15 points, and Team 4 2.
So now we will go. We start with the next round. This is about Indian culture. There are 12 questions in this round. We start with Team 1, finish with the 4th question here, and then go back with the anti-clockwise. Again, the same rules. There are no negative markings. 10 for the right and 5 for the remote. And 15 seconds to answer. Is that clear? We start with Team 1 again. In which state do we find the Aguada Fort? 15 seconds.
Rajasthan.
Wrong. Want to take a try?
Maharashtra.
Wrong.
Goa.
Okay, Team 2. To which state does the dance form Pungi belong?
Punjab. Bihar.
Wrong.
Goa. Assam.
No. Anyone? We can give up the Team 3, your question. Which World Heritage Site in India was built by Begum Bega?
Humayun's tomb.
Humayun's tomb is the right answer. Team 4, your direct question. Siddha is one of the oldest system of medicine. In which state in India did it originate? Don't have time to answer, please.
Bihar.
No.
Karnataka. Tamil Nadu.
That's the right answer. Siddha is one of the ancient forms of medicine which combines medicine, alchemy and yoga. Question 5 to team 4. Which UNESCO heritage site includes the following? UNESCO site एक जगह है जिसमें ये चारों चीजें हैं. मलेवंता रघुनाथ स्वामी टेम्पल, सुन्नी मुस्लिम मस्जिद, हजारा राम टेम्पल कॉम्प्लेक्स and Vithala टेम्पल कॉम्प्लेक्स. That's the right answer. Hampi. The right answer is Hampi performance. Please round of applause for this history also. Next question. 43. Mosaic cotton is an art of creating shawls and bed sheets out of waste cloth by stitching together pieces of old saris and dresses. In which state is this art form practiced? Mosaic cotton.
Rajasthan.
Wrong answer.
Andhra Pradesh.
Wrong answer.
Odisha.
Want to take a try for negatives?
Arunachal Pradesh.
No. Anyone from the audience? Right answer. Okay. Team 2. Your question. Identify this musical instrument.
Pass.
No. Anyone from the audience? There is a very famous song composed by A.R. Rahman जो पहले दिमाग में आता है. इस गाने की शुरुआत में बजा था दिया जले जान जली में. It is a harp, Indian harp known as मोरसिंग और मोरचंग. राजस्थान में, हाँ, राजस्थान में बहुत फेमस है, इसको यूज किया जाता है. So none of them got it right. Your direct question. Identify this fort.
Aguada Fort.
No. Janjira Fort. Yes, that's right. Janjira Fort. Janjira Fort, it's south of Mumbai. It takes its name from the word Jazira. And the Arabic term Jazira means middle of the water. So, question 9. Team 1. Next question. Which sand, also used as a natural cosmetic material, goes into the making of Jaipur blue pots? वो कौन सा sand जो कि natural cosmetic है? The time starts now.
मुल्तानी मिट्टी.
A.
Multani Mitti is the right answer. But pay attention, they had answered right. Next question. Identify this cultural event from the picture below. Can the audience see the picture? Huh? No, wrong answer. Sherwani.
Hornbill.
Hornbill Festival is the right answer. Hornbill Festival नागालैंड में होता है. इंटरफेथ इंटर-ट्राइब इंटरेक्शन को बढ़ाने के लिए हॉर्नबिल जो है वहाँ की गवर्नमेंट ऑर्गेनाइज करती है. This one for you. Located on Mahatma Gandhi Road in Guntur, Andhra Pradesh, and known as a symbol of peace and harmony. Whom is this dedicated to? We are talking about the star. गुंटूर आंध्र प्रदेश में दिस स्टार नोन एज सिंबल ऑफ पीस एंड हार्मनी, ये किसको डेडिकेटेड है? Your turn. Can you take a chance?
महात्मा गांधी.
No. Anyone from the audience? That's the right answer. Muhammad Ali Jinnah is the right answer. He had won the first case against the British government. Muhammad Ali Jinnah had won the case. It was in his honor that this star was built. बाद में again because of him being the founder of Pakistan, it ran into controversies. That is why it has been now painted in a triangle. Last question of this round. Identify the folk dance. Right answer, Gita is the right answer. So we come to the end of this round. We'll have the scores. I have two questions for the audience. Can you please listen to it very carefully? What does Lord Jagannath offer to Goddess Lakshmi to appease her anger, उसका गुस्सा शांत करने के लिए जब वो रथ यात्रा से वापस आते हैं? When he goes for his 9-day Rath Yatra, Goddess Lakshmi becomes very angry. So when he returns, he offers her something to let her inside. Can anyone answer? Raise your hands and then answer. Anyone? The answer is Rasgulla. Okay. One more question. Name the World Heritage Site among world's 10 hottest biodiversity spots that includes many national parks, sanctuaries and reserve forests. वर्ल्ड के 10 बायोडाइवर्सिटी हॉटस्पॉट बायोडाइवर्सिटी में इंटैक्ट और काम कर रहा है. कैन एनीवन आंसर? राइट आंसर. सो वी द स्कोर्स.
Team 1 15 points, Team 2 5 points, Team 3 40 points, and Team 4 20 points.
One round of applause. Can we have the next slide? Okay, so this round is about personalities. This has 8 questions in all. It is a buzzer round. Buzzer दबाते ही आंसर करना है. 10 points for the right, 5 for the wrong answer. And question will be transferred. जो भी buzzer दबाएगा उसके next टीम को question transfer होगा. आप लोग यहाँ buzzer चेक कर लीजिए. Press करके. कोई prompt, no one should prompt the answer from here. Okay. First question. Amit sir. Identify this for team 1. Identify this person in the picture for the clues given below. I am the father of modern. Sorry, this is the mother. I am the father of modern Indian dance. I am remembered for great. Not Darshan. That's not Darshan. We are very close. Can anyone answer? The answer is Anand Darshan. We are very close. Next question. Identify this famous Indian painter. Guys, this is a buzzer round. We don't have so much time. No one's pressing? Anyone from the audience? That's the right answer. Next question. Identify this tabla player. Okay. That's the wrong answer. Allah Rakha is the right answer. Next question. Identify this king from the clues given below. Born in the Tuluva dynasty, I ruled the largest empire in India after the fall of Delhi Sultanate. I was a celebrated poet and during my reign I gave film to Telugu, Kannada and Tamil literature. I was hailed as the greatest Hindu ruler by none other than Babur himself. The capital of my kingdom was Hampi, which is now named Vijayanagar. Team 2. Vijayanagar. Wrong answer again. Huh? Wrong. That's right name, you're there. I give them the marks. Answer is Krishna Devaraya. So 5 marks to me. Next question. 5 questions. By which name is the Hindi Urdu writer Dhanpat Rai? I'll complete the answer question. By which name is the Hindi Urdu writer Dhanpat Rai Srivastava better known as? Munshi Premchand is the right answer. 10 points. Next question. Identify this famous Bharatnatyam and Odissi exponent. This is a buzzer round. Can you pass anyone? Sunil Mansingh, the Shishya of Kedu Charan Mahapatra. I offer wife of Lalit Mansingh. Okay. Next question. Who is this famous Urdu poet, script writer and lyricist? Famous Urdu poet. I'll give you a hint. His daughter works in the film industry now. Anyone? Anyone going for it? From the audience? Kaifi Azmi. The right answer is Kaifi Azmi, father of Shaban Azmi. Okay, last question from this round. Tamil Nadu observes January 15th, a day in his memory, whose most important works are named Poyamozi and Divyanuli. Who is this person? January 15th, Tamil Nadu, Divyanuli. This is a person whose history is, correct history, his antecedents are not known. Anyone going? Anyone from the audience? The answer is Thiruvalluvar, the famous ascetic poet. Okay, so we have for the audience. Anyone from the audience? That's the right answer. One round of applause for Kaushiki Chakraborty. So next round. And the scores at the end of this round.
Team 1 15 points, Team 2 5 points, Team 3 45 points, and Team 4 20 points.
Okay. So in this there will be 6 questions. Again a buzzer round. The question will be in MCQ format. The question will not be transferred. 10 points for the right answer and 5 for the wrong answer. And you have to answer within 10 seconds. So, buzzer round. First question. Hathras tradition and Kanpur tradition are related to which folk? I'll complete the question. Are related to which folk dance based on social themes?
Naughty.
That's the right answer. Naughty. Identify the craft work from Eastern Uttar Pradesh. Who's basket? That's the right answer. मूंज बास्केटरी. अभी मैम ने सरपत के बारे में बताया था. तो सरपत घास की आउटर लेयर को मूंज बोलते हैं. This is मूंज बास्केटरी. Very good. Next question. Which dish specific to our region is being prepared in this picture? Shabi kebab, boti kebab, galauti kebab, and or kamori kebab. Anyone? All vegetarians here? Anyone from the audience? Galauti kebab. Galauti kebab was prepared because अवध के नवाब के दांत नहीं थे, तो galauti kebab बनाया गया so that वो जो है बन जाता कम कीमत का. Next question. Identify this historical heritage structure of your state. Team 2. बोलिए.
Sati Stu.
That's the wrong answer. Anyone? Homage to. That's the right answer. -5. Next question. What is Firozabad famous for? Locks, knives, bangle shoes. Team 4. That's the right answer. Last question for us. Which city is considered holy by the Hindus, Jains and Buddhists? हम अपने स्टेट की बात कर रहे हैं. किसने? Team 1.
Siddharthnagar.
Wrong answer. Anyone? Shravasti is the right answer. This one is for the audience. बताइए. हाँ? नहीं. नौटंकी का ये प्रिकर्सर है. इसको बोले स्वांग नचाना. क्या कर रहे हो? स्वांग नचाना. This is swan art. So at the end of this round,
Team 1 10 points, Team 2 10 points, Team 3 45 points, Team 4 40 points.
Team 4 is catching up. I think we have one more question for the audience. State true or false? This for the audience. Bada Imam Bada was constructed as a part of. That's true. Okay. So second last round. 8 questions in all. 2 questions for each team. हर टीम को 2 मिलेगा, एक करके. 10 for the right and 5 for the transfer to the next one. We'll start with team 4. Okay? Who is the freedom fighter? This is for you. Who is the freedom fighter from Faizabad in this picture? Freedom fighter. Time नहीं है. तुरंत बताइए. Anyone? Maulvi Ahmadullah Shah. That's the right answer. He was the leader of the force from Faizabad in 1857 mutiny. He died very time. Anyone? Shahjahanpur. Died in Shah. He was never caught alive by the British. He was given over by one Rajput king of Shahjahanpur. Next question is for you. Identify the significant religious landmark of Faizabad, which is now Ayodhya. 15 seconds.
हनुमानगढ़ी मंदिर,
छोटी छावनी, छोटी छावनी,
No, anyone? This is the Jain temple at Romani. This is the Jain temple at Romani. The Romani का नाम भी ऐसे पड़ा था जब तीर्थंकर was leaving this गांव के लोगों ने कहा रो रहे थे तो निकाला रो नानी. That is how the name came from. Next question, that is for you. According to the Skand Puran, which river now lost or dried up, जो क्या तो खो गया है या सूख गया है, forms a sangam with the river Saryu in Ayodhya. Skand Puran में लिखा है. The water of this river was described as darkish. ये आपका hint है from which the name is derived. The water of this river was said to be darkish, गाढ़े रंग का. हरिया
कोसी,
काली नदी,
हाँ नो तिलोत्तकी गंगा. तिलोत्तकी गंगा is the right answer. तिलोत्तकी गंगा is the right answer. According to Ramayana, Ayodhya is the capital city of which kingdom? कौन से प्रदेश का कैपिटल था अयोध्या? 15 सेकेंड.
अवध,
रामायण में अवध कहाँ से आया? 15 सेकेंड. यस.
कोसला,
कोसल प्रदेश. कोसल प्रदेश इसका नॉर्थ कैपिटल अभी हम लोग ने बात किया था श्रावस्ती था. दिस वाज द मेन कैपिटल. ओके, सो वी कम बैक टू दिस टीम. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. रायपुर का मेला, रायपुर फेयर is famous for exhibition and sale of which kind of products? Your question. रायपुर का मेला think you have 15 seconds. Think about it.
कैंडल्स,
Good. लकड़ी के सामान के लिए. Your question. Next one. Identify this famous landmark of your city. बहु बेगम का मतलब डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन है. आप क्वेश्चन. Which religious place would you find if you reach नंदीग्राम? अगर आप नंदीग्राम अगर आप पहुंचे तो आप किस जगह पर पहुंचोगे आज के नाम के हिसाब से? Which religious place would you find if you reach Nandigram, also referred to as Nandigram Teeth Shape region in your district? 15 seconds.
is it Sabya Mandir?
Sorry?
Sabya Mandir,
अभी उसका नाम दिया गया था. Okay, question for you. The Chakmas Library in Faizabad is dedicated to whom?
Krishna Chakra.
That's the right answer. Krishna Chakra. Patient se lucky. Adat se habit se poet. He was born in Faizabad. He later
Team 1 10 points, Team 2 10 points, Team 3 65 points, and Team 4 45 points.
So the next round is a quick fire round. इसमें करो या करो वाली स्थिति है. 6 क्वेश्चन है 90 सेकंड. Each team will get 90 seconds to answer 6 questions. हर टीम के पास 90 सेकंड है to answer 6 questions. इस बात को बहुत ध्यान से सुनिए. आप क्वेश्चन को अगर आंसर सही आंसर देते हैं तो 10 मार्क, गलत आंसर देते हैं तो 5 मार्क माइनस होंगे. आप क्वेश्चन को पास कर सकते हैं तो मार्क्स ले लेंगे. इन केस 90 सेकंड्स के पहले आप back to your you get those 6 questions. So we start with team 1. So your 90 seconds starts now. In ancient Indian literature, which craft was associated with Dantas? आपका 90 seconds है. आप
Pass.
Which instrument is also known as Dev Vedyam, divine instrument due to its depiction in temples?
Pass.
On whose previous life were the Jatak stories based?
Pass.
Which of the following is a folk dance of India? Manipuri, Bihu.
Bihu.
Right answer. In which state is the Madhavpura Mela held?
Odisha.
That's the wrong answer. -5. In the ancient Indian literature, which craft was associated with Dantkas? बोर्ड में किया है, समझ लीजिए. Dantkas. Which instrument is also known as Dev Vedyam or divine instrument due to its depiction in ancient temples?
Pass.
The Ambubachi Mela is held in which northeastern temple?
Pass.
I think they are done. 5 seconds more. Want to try another question? Anyone has the answer? In ancient literature, which craft was associated with Dantkas? Dantkas, dark, ivory craft. Dantkas, Dev Vedyam, Mridangam, Jatak stories, Buddha. Ambubachi Mela, Kamakya temple. So we have Madhavpura Mela in Gujarat. We go to team 2. The Flamingo festival is celebrated in which Indian state?
Andhra Pradesh.
That's the right answer. How many chapters are there in the Bhagavad Gita?
18.
That's the right answer. Name the heritage site which consists of 31 rock cut Buddhist cave monuments, painting and sculpture.
Ajanta Caves. Ajanta Caves.
That's the right answer. Changthangi, Chegu, Chingala are the raw materials for which handspun products? Garba is a folk dance from which Indian state? That's the right answer. What was Manikarnika Tambe also known as? That's the right answer. Want to go for question 4? You want to go for question 4? You can pass, otherwise -5 minutes. You still have time. Changthangi, Chegu, Chingala are the raw materials for which handspun product? Anyone from the audience? They got five of them right. Changthangi, Chegu, Chingala. Put down the pen. Pashmina. The right answer is Pashmina. Okay. Team 3. Your questions start now. The Tungnath temple is situated in which Indian state? Anke Nath is a dance form of which state? The theory of classical music is discussed in Samved, Yajurved, Bhagavad Puran, Padma Puran. Samved. That's the right answer. Name the author of Panchatantra. Shri Sharma. That's the right answer. Saras train is the state bird of UP. True or false? True. That's the right answer. A Hindustani vocal gharana gets its name from an area in Mumbai whose name itself is a misheard phrase. A Hindustani vocal gharana gets its name from an area in Mumbai whose name itself is a misheard phrase. The Tungnath temple is situated in which Indian state? They want to play it safe. They got 3 right. Anyone Tungnath temple? Uttarakhand. Ankianath. Ankianath. Assam is the right. Last वाला कोई बताएगा? The vocal gharana is Bhendi Bazaar. Misheard phrase was behind the bazaar. Crawford market is the bazaar. अंग्रेज कहते थे behind the bazaar. लोग सुनते थे भेंडी बाजार. और वहाँ गाना गाया जो जाता था घराना is called भेंडी बाजार. So that's one an interesting one. Behind the bazaar was भेंडी बाजार. Okay, so we have 90 seconds start now. Meaning juice in Tamil. Which South Indian soup is prepared from using tamarind and spices? Chaitya Bhumi in Dadar is the memorial of which Indian social reformer? Periyar, Kanshiram, Ambedkar, Tilak. Mahari, Nartaki, Gotipua are the 3 schools of which Indian classical dance tradition? Where are the Sundari trees mainly found in India? That's the right answer, Sundarban. Rajpunama is the Persian translation of which Indian ancient text? Don't pass, I don't know the next one. Girja Devi belongs to which gharana or gharanas of Indian music? You can go back, meaning juice in Tamil. Which South Indian soup is prepared using tamarind and spices? Chaitya. No, that's the wrong answer. You got -5. Chaitya Bhumi in Dadar is the memorial of which Indian social reformer? Periyar, Kanshiram, Ambedkar, Tilak. Mahari, Nartaki, Gotipua are 3 schools of which Indian classical dance tradition? 90 seconds are over. So, meaning juice in Tamil, Rasam is the right answer. Chaitya Bhumi? No. Ambedkar. Mahari, Nartaki, Gotipua are 3. Rajpunama is the Persian translation of which Indian text? Mahabharata. Rajpunama means the war of books, the book of wars. Rajpunama means war of books. Girja Devi. So with that we come to the end of this oral quiz. Can we have the final scores?
Team 1 15 points, Team 2 60 points, Team 3 95 points.
So with Team JV wins this quiz with 95 points and Team AIS comes second with 60 points. So they actually hit the ball out of the park. In the last round, they hit the ball out of the park and they all the points in the last round. So big round of applause for the winners. I request you to get the table.
Quiz competition, you can see from the screen itself. Before I announce the winners, I have to say all of you played brilliantly. You were really, really good. And there were some children from the audience also who were very good. And next time we should have a mic so that the children can participate in the audience as well. So a big round of applause for all of you.
So, Devendu is presenting Ayodhya. Devendu is presenting Ayodhya in the state competition now. to be able to prepare for that campaign. Right? I hope you go with that.
And the second award goes to our international school, represented by Devansh Tiwari and Sharad Mishra. They got a score of 60. Very nice. Congratulations.
You really did quite well in the last round. That is very important. Wonderful. Very good. Something that people are really
Devansh. And Sharad. Sharad Mishra. Big round of applause. And two more prizes. The special prize goes to Innovative Mind Academy, Ayushi and Himadri. We have an all-girls team, which is really nice. Yash Vidya Mandir, Harsh Srivastav and Rashid Singh. I've seen both these young boys perform brilliantly, and so today was perhaps not such a good day, but otherwise I have seen your results, you will do well. So next competition, you have to be able to.
Good afternoon, everyone. It was such a pleasant Sunday for all of us when we all gathered over here. Many of the schools were having their half-yearly examinations. Still, they made it to the quiz. They came, and when we were correcting the written sheets, we were really astounded by the level of knowledge that all of you have. So, kudos to you, kudos to your teachers for giving you such wonderful exposure. And the knowledge level that you have reached is remarkable. And the OAQ is also, all those who have made it over here, obviously they are really, really good. Some of them who are not sitting here is only because we have a regulation that one team per school can come over here. So that means that there are still real gems sitting over here. So now, the only thing we need to do is keep polishing ourselves, and reach greater heights. Also, I would like to thank all the INTACH members who have tirelessly worked together to make this occasion a successful event. And we hope to do very good INTACH events in the future also. And we want our INTACH family to grow bigger and bigger. Thank you so much.